Right now, we have on the Board of Supervisors a situation where these people have essentially lifetime appointments. Susan Peters has now been on the Board of Supervisors since 2004. She's now going for another term, so she'll be there 12 years and so forth. We have term limits for our state senators. We have term limits for the governor. We have term limits for every other function of our society, but none for the Board of Supervisors. So the thing is that they've become lifetime appointments because people don't vote in these elections, people don't run against them. Susan Peters was elected originally in 2004. She's now been there for 8 years. That's plenty of time to do whatever you want to do. And what has the result been? 2004 was part of the boom, so to speak, in housing. How'd that happen? That happened because the Board of Supervisors and other government entities voted again and again for more urban sprawl, to new development after new development after new development, which are many of these developments. We now have the record number of foreclosures that are going on in Sacramento County. Now, we have to do something about these foreclosures and so forth. We need to take radical measures to do this, to save people. A foreclosure moratorium could be imposed in Sacramento until such time as the issues around fraudulent foreclosure actions by the banks is fully settled. Now, this isn't pie-in-the-sky talk here. Case after case has shown that there are numerous errors and illegal fraudulent actions, robo-signing, being taken by banks. Unscrupulous mortgage Ponzi schemes were imposed and so forth repeatedly throughout this area, and those people have to be investigated and brought to task. In some counties, they've determined that well over 60% of the foreclosure actions have had some aspect of fraud in them or some other procedural error in them from the bank. And also, what banks are doing repeatedly is not negotiating with homeowners. They're getting these properties, it really doesn't even make sense. They're getting the properties, foreclosing on them, and then selling them well below the price that the property would, the mortgage on the property. But they will not simply write down the principal on these debts. They will not do it. They would rather go through foreclosure, push these people out of their homes, and this is because they make more profits this way. It might seem hard to believe, but they get to write off debts and so forth, and that's what it's all about for the 5 or 6 big banks that have now dominated our economy.